Góðan daginn, komið heil og sæl og velkomin að skrifborðinu mínu. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with your sound. That was my native tongue of Icelandic. As suggested by a fellow YouTuber, I try and start my videos with that. So yeah, just a bit of fun. It's at this point that I would like to bring on a little Icelandic history lesson and point out that although Góðan daginn is something I say every day to all my coworkers, it means good day, and it's a fantastic way to start the day, to basically wish people that they have a good day, in fact. Komið heil og sæl is just greeting, so to speak, just welcoming people of both genders. It's not gender specific, although most Icelandic is gender specific, but this is a greeting that I don't normally use because I'm a young person. We just say hi and bye, because, and here's the history lesson, back in World War II, Iceland was occupied firstly by the British, and secondly the British gave it over to the US, and the military had a base here up until just not too many years ago. So yeah, young people took up the partying with the soldiers, especially the women folk. And that's why Icelandic culture is heavily influenced by American culture, and one of the reasons why everybody in Iceland speaks so good English. But anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about at all, even. As you can see, I got kind of carried away last night. I started building the Me262, and I didn't film any of it. I just built like a madman, because that's what I do. But I got the cockpit is as finished as I'm going to make it. I didn't put any washes or anything in that, because I like it clean like this. It looks good to me. It's not very detailed, it's just like a basic cockpit, but then again I looked at some pictures at the Me262 cockpit, and it doesn't have that many things in it. It's quite simple, in fact. So we got like a throttle thingamajiggies, what do you call it, handles, levers and stuff. I added some red dots in there to represent the miscellaneous buttons and stuff. But as I said in the first video of this build, the instrument panel was quite detailed and good looking. So all the dials and stuff had very detailed little needles. I don't know how to say it. We call it needles in Icelandic, or nálar. Yes, this is turning into an Icelandic tutorial. Sorry for that. But anyways, the kit came with a decal to cover up these beautiful instrument panel. And to my surprise, it actually fit perfectly over the dials. And it looks amazing, if I say so myself, even though I had nothing to do with manufacturing this. But I'm super happy with how it turned out. All the decals fit perfectly over the dials, and even the small needles that were raised fit the needles on the decal. And yeah, so underneath here we got some interior details. Just some hydraulic lines there. I painted them copper. I don't know why. I just like the color. And then I gave it a black wash real quick to make it look a little dirty. It needs to be a little dirty somewhere, at least. But what was I gonna say next? Yeah, put the wings together. The fit was pretty good. I needed to shave down. There were some ejection pin marks in here that were like slightly raised, so I needed to shave them down a bit to get the wings to fit flush. Other than that, it was a pretty good fit. There wasn't even that much cleanup that needed to be done. Mostly just where the gate was on the sprue. And I did the fuselage. Fuselage is a hard word for me to say. And it took some fettling to do, but the method that I use helped a lot. I use Tamiya extra thin, and what I did was that I started from the nose. I just glued this tiny little nose piece first. I waited for that to dry, and then I went to this section right here and this section, and you catch my drift, right? Just move along the outline of the plane, and that way I can level it out, make sure it's fitting as good as possible. And that's why I only now need minimal sanding. I'm very tired, so please forgive me if my English runs out. I had a busy day at work today. And yeah, that's about it. The cockpit slides into the bottom, in through the bottom, like so. And I dry fitted it all just moments ago, and it fits really nice. And I'm super happy with this kit so far. Even though it's a very old kit, it is pretty good from what I have been doing. And the wings are kind of tight fit, which to me is a good thing, but I'm still going to be using some filler along these lines, as you always do with these airplanes kits. And there's going to take some work in the back and the front of the wings here to get it to fit just right. And not fit, but to fill up the gaps and stuff, and yeah, also get it flush a little bit. But then we got the engine nacelles, and they fit pretty good so far. I will be using some putty right there just to get it super smooth. And as you can see, the engines already have quite a bit of putty on them. Do not be alarmed at this. This is just how messy I am when I'm doing putty work, mostly because I'm lazy. I only want to do this one time, so I put a whole heck of a lot on there just to make sure I got enough, because when it dries out it's gonna reduce itself, or however you say it in English. I think you can say reduce itself. Subtract, no. Anyways, I'm getting carried away here. What the next thing is? Yep, the paint. So, paint-wise, the instruction called for dark green RLM 82. Fine. I went out and I got Vallejo 71022 camouflage green, corresponding to RLM 82, and light blue RLM 76, which is I don't have it right now, but it is pale gray blue or something from Vallejo. That's RLM 76. And then they say RLM 81 brown violet, which would be the lighter shade, I think, because when I looked at it on the internet, they want to use Vallejo olive drab, which of course is the green on all of the American equipment, mostly from World War II. But as you can see on this side, I was a bit skeptical that it would look too green, but compared to the camouflage green, it is quite brownish, or even like a bronzy green maybe. Anyway, I think it looks good. It will be interesting to see if it gets the correct color, I think, when you've got the entire plane covered with the splinter camo in these two colors. So I'm just gonna keep at it and see how it comes out. So it will be a fun experiment, and I think it will actually look quite good and correct. And that's where I am at right now. And tonight I'm probably just gonna be doing the same thing I did yesterday, just build away, because I'm hoping it is almost 10 p.m. right now. There's 15 minutes till 10. If I stay up late, I might have this ready for paint tomorrow, or at least I will have it assembled, and the putty will be drying, so I can sand it and paint it tomorrow. And I think I'm gonna call it for this video tonight. So I hope you enjoy this and find this informative. Even though this is mostly done for my own reference, I would still like it to help some other people decide on this kit or not, or whatever. But anyways, again, thanks for watching. Or if I should use the Icelandic, takk fyrir áhorfið og verið velkomin aftur síðar.